What's up, YouTube? We're back with another episode of What the Hell I Doing. Today I'm out exploring with Werner from Werner's Adventures and Drew from Drew's Adventures, and we found a really cool place that I can't wait to show you guys. The place I'm talking about is this place behind me here. It's an early 1900s home. I believe it's been abandoned for a couple of years. There's Werner right there, by the way. So I think we should go inside and check this one out. But before we do, I just want to remind you all, if you could, to please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers as my next goal. I need all of you to help me out. So if you could please hit that button, it would really do me a huge favor. And we'll get this thing getting to bigger places. We'll check out cooler explorers. All right, let's not dilly-dally out here. Let's go see what happened with this place. Okay, guys, we're going to start this one outside the house here. I think what we're going to do is we'll check out the property, go see what's in that garage, and then we'll work our way inside, see what's happening, see if we can figure out when this place was abandoned. So the house I'm talking about is this beauty here. I believe this to be an early 1900s home. Hopefully we'll be able to find more evidence to explain when this place was built inside. But if you look at it, it's a modest looking home. It's right off a busy road, so we don't want to be here too long. But it's a modest looking home. It's an old home, but it's a home with lots of character. And right away, I really like this porch out front. I think that's really cool. And I like that window up there and that peak. Over here we got something kind of interesting. I don't know what this is. Oh, so something to do with power. We won't mess with that. Down the side of the house here, well, we got a pool. It's some junk. We'll check it out from the other side. I don't really want to touch these power lines. Let's work our way around. There's Drew from Drew's Adventures. Make sure you check him out. And there's Werner from Werner's Adventures. I'll have them in the links, or their links in my comments, I mean. So you guys can find them there. Over here, I'm not sure what they had. It looks like at some point in time they might have had a shed or something here. It's gone now, completely disintegrated. And back over there, they got a nice little picnic table and a nice clothesline running across the property. As you can see, even though the house is modest size, the property is not. It's a pretty large property, especially for this type of area. Over here, they got a garage that's open, so let's see what's in here. We got some gas cans. Okay. That's pretty cool. So it looks like they had kids or something at one point. That's a kid's chair and a kid's table. They've obviously painted all over it. They were obviously into fishing at one point in time. You got some old cocktail glasses. Oh, some Roy Orbison. We left Roy Orbison behind. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. I have some of these tapes at home still. I know how old they are. But when I see one, it blows my mind because I remember the one I have like it was yesterday. That's a cool window in this old garage. They even boarded that shut. Yeah, so this is a cool little workspace. I don't think you could have driven a vehicle in here considering the floor is wood and it's elevated. But this would have been a cool little workshop. You got an inflator, you got some Mopar spark plugs. It's just a cool little spot. Someone could have come out, taken care of some of their duties or repairs or whatever they had to do. I like that. Pretty cool. Okay, so then we'll go around this way. This is the backyard. Very overgrown backyard now. It's all weeds. Not the best. And as you can see, this garage is really old. I mean, they have the shingle siding on it. But I bet you this garage is probably from the 40s. So we'll follow this cute little pathway through the weeds here. Some of these are really tall. This ragweed will be driving me crazy soon. We even got a little kids play area back here. I mean, at one point in time when this backyard was taken care of, this would have been a beautiful backyard. It's quiet, even though it's right off the main road. It is peaceful back here. Of course, being overgrown doesn't hurt that. Yeah. We got a camera up on the post there. Interesting. They got a doghouse. So I guess these were dog people at one point in time. I personally would never leave Anderson outside. He's part of my family. He stays with me. And another kid's chair there. Look at that brickwork around the window. It's definitely an older home. Definitely has some of that older character. And here's the other side of the house here. It's an old window frame just rotting away. All right, let's work our way in. See if we can figure out what happened here. Okay, everybody, we're going to start this one at the point of entry, which is the kitchen of the house. So we're going to work our way through, see if we can figure out about this place. Right away, you can see that some stuff has been left behind. We got a really cool poster for Grand Theft Auto 5, which is probably 10 years old now. That game came out in 2013, especially if it's for PlayStation 3, which that says. So that came out in November 2013. So it's quite an old poster. That's really cool. This kitchen is very dated. It's very much stuck in its time. You've got I believe the mint green doors with that pink tile, I think that is. I don't have my glasses on right now, so please I apologize if I'm wrong. But I believe that's what the color scheme is, pink and green. That's cool. You've got a little bread pantry on the counter. Those are cool liners for the shelves. These drawers, these are very old drawers. This stuff is definitely probably original to the house. You got some lentils here. January 2021. That doesn't have a date. Oh, you got soups too. 2022, 2019, 2019. So soups are usually good for at least 2 years after you buy them. So right now I think that the latest people have been here was probably around 2017. But we'll figure that out as we go further. Looks like that's part of a magic bullet or something. And of course somebody covered up the window here with this. I don't think that was originally how the house was. So over here we just got some basic kitchen shelving. Anything in the coffee? Still got a nice seal. There is tea in there. Got an old remote control for probably an alarm clock or something. Some showering and cleaning stuff. And a little tiny fan. I didn't point this out before, but hola. And you got some blades and random things. That's kind of interesting. Oh, that's cool, actually. They have their own carrier. That's very cool. Over here we got some old shelving with nothing on it except for a Christmas decoration. You got a door handle there that no one used. That's actually a pretty cool decoration. That's a candle holder. So that's neat. Oh, I like this room. So we got the fridge back here. I guess that's where the fridge was located in this house. I like these shelves that are built into the wall. That's pretty cool. And this place still has the original windows too. Which, if you guys follow my channel, you know I love these old farmhouse type windows. Or these early 1900s homes that have these cool windows. I know that shop that's on that business card. That's interesting. Ooh. Crown Royal. There's a bunch of mold. Gross. And there's some in there too. But otherwise, the fridge is pretty clean. I really like that window though. Those windows are cool. That would have been a really cool room. And before I leave the kitchen here, I just want to show you one more thing. That archway in the wall. I really like that. That's a nice touch. Oh, and look at that. Down here, hidden in the cabinet, which obviously they put a door over it at one point. Before that was a cabinet. There used to be a heater vent there. Yeah, it looks like they had a stove. Yes, they did. The stove was here. And there's your range hood right there. That thing is greasy. That thing's never been cleaned before. Even the tiles, you can see, are just caked. Grease, tobacco. That's what that looks like to me. Tobacco in the tar. All right, so in here we got some of the original hardwood floors to this house. I don't know why they painted them. Not a fan of that. Someone left their rug behind. I see there's a battery here. What's the expiration on the battery? 2030. So that battery was made in 2010 because I believe batteries have 10-year expiry when you buy them. Very nice original window of this house again. Very old window. It's very cool. Love the old windows. And I heard Drew from Drew's Adventures pointing this out when he was filming in here, but that's some Greco-Roman border up there. So that's pretty neat, seeing Greco-Roman wallpaper. Don't usually see decorations like that. And of course, they got some really interesting dated looking, maybe 80s wallpaper here. What's this? Lloyd's TV Sports 812. Look at that. That's like a video game from the late 70s or early 80s. Oh, it's in the box. No way. That's crazy. Made in Japan. I'll just show you guys the box. You guys can look into it if you want. Look at that spider. And that's the back side of the box there. And if you look inside, there it is. That's the stock with the gun. That's the console there, the foot controllers. That's pretty cool. What I also like, as you pan up the wall here, they got a little display piece in the wall here. Little pocket there where you could put something to display it, and even a little shelf. And there's Werner coming down the stairs, everybody. Werner's Adventures. I'm here with him and Drew from Drew's Adventures. Make sure you give him a subscribe if you haven't. Werner's a great guy. He's here from Australia, and I'm showing him around.
And of course, give Greg a big thumbs up. Try and get him to 5,000 subscribers.
Thank you, Werner. Of course, that is my goal, so make sure you guys help me out.
I will get my Australian mates to give Greg a sub.
Thank you very much, Werner. And make sure you guys all check out Werner. He does some really cool stuff. He's got some really good drone work, and he does some really cool synthesizer work too. So here we got that's a collection calendar from the city for recycling and garbage, and this is May 22. So right now, that's the newest thing that we've seen in here. Now, as far as I know, because I'm in this area frequently, nobody was actually living here in 2022. But I know that within the last 3 or 4 years, this place did go abandoned. So hopefully we'll get more evidence of that. Over here, we got a very nice fireplace. That's pretty cool. It's got a nice brick mantle. It's got a nice stained wood. Oh, sorry, it's got a nice brick. I don't think that's a mantle. I forget what it's called. It's nicely bricked, and it's got a nice stained wood mantle. You guys tell me what the brickwork is. I cannot remember for the life of me right now. But what's really cool is they've got this Napoleon insert that's been retrofitted, and it's got this really cool old Napoleon stove, which is really wild. And it is a real fireplace. But that's pretty cool. Those say May 22. Of course, again, in here, you've got the original windows. And I love the shelving that they built in. Like, this shelving hasn't just been here for a couple years. It's been here for a long time. It's pretty neat. And here, they have a ladder. And I'm not sure why. There must be an attic entrance somewhere. So over here, yeah, another shelf. Of course, we got more beautiful original windows to this house. And there is a letter here. I'm not going to read it in front of you guys because I think, the guy's name's on it. This is from July 2021. So somebody was registered as living here at least in 2021. So let's assume right now that's probably really when this place went abandoned. And over here, they've got two different types of wallpaper. Obviously, they wallpapered over the old wallpaper, as you can see. Both look like 80s wallpaper, so I bet you this stuff here more likely was early 80s, and this stuff here is probably late 80s. What we got in the cooler? Nothing. We got a little sled for kids. And that's a very old heating vent. Shows you how old this place probably is. That's something you would see in a home from the early 1900s. It's a very cool mirror. And this is the front door. Interestingly, they had hardwood, and at some point they put this linoleum tiling on top of it. And they obviously were dog people because you got dog treats there. You got a dog toy, and you got a dog collar, or a dog harness, I should say. That's interesting. And that's been left behind. Oh, look at that, and that's wallpaper I just noticed. So they had originally had textured wallpaper here. It's been painted over. Pretty wild. And that's the old front door. It's probably been put in the 80s or 90s. It's not an original door to the house. Lots of doors look like that from that time with the stained glass in it. And there's the ring from it. Obviously it's broken. And that's the floor buckling below me. As you can see, the floor is about 3 inches up there. Turtle Beach gaming headphones. There's another dog harness. Well, those aren't cheap to be leaving behind. So there's a little bit of graffiti in this place. There's also a little bit of the charm from the people who lived here still. Those are some pretty old linoleum tiles as well. As you can see, they tiled over the original floor here too. It's really old flooring. Like, look at that wood. Tommy, John, tell me how old this is. And there's another old vent for the heating system. We'll go all the way down here first. Got a key hanging on the wall still. Somebody's tie and hat. Wow. Interesting room. Got the light hanging in the middle with its chain all the way to the window. I'm not sure why it would have been set up like this. Life is a journey. Enjoy it. Look at that old hardware there. That's another indication this house is early 1900s. Very old door hardware that matches the old heating system hardware. Those are some interesting silk. Yeah, that's silk wallpaper. That's definitely 80s wallpaper. You can actually see it's discolored there too for some reason. Of course, you get another look at some more original windows in this house. I love these original old windows. There's another bill there. Let me see what this says. Wow. So this person owed money last year, April last year. They owed $1,700 to the cable TV company. That's kind of crazy. Or possibly for phone. And there's another bill there. So yeah, it looks like somebody was here last April. And that looks like that might have been their child. It's an interesting flag of different, or a tie of different flags. And as I say that, here's another interesting silk wallpaper wall. That is some super retro 80s wallpaper, guys, I'm telling you. That couldn't be from any other time. We got a tiny little closet here. Oh, there's a kid's toy. That looks like a hotel light. And up there, I don't really have anything. What is that actually? Is that a card? Happy birthday, Papa. I love you. Oh, that's cute. And there's something else up here. I can't pick it up. Oh, somebody's art. Is there anything up here? No. There are some store hangers left for Brandon. I say store hangers because they're from a store. So over here they have a bathroom, which is latchable from, sorry, it's a closet. A little less weird. These people definitely like their gaming. There's some gaming headphones for Xbox. Saw an Xbox controller. That's an interesting horse toy. And some kind of old game. What game is that? You guys tell me. And then here we got some photos. 2004. This obviously is the same gentleman at different stages. All right. Well, it's a shame they left that stuff behind. Somebody's wedding picture. You got some CSI stuff and some old movies. Interesting. And even more interesting, somebody did not touch the copper, which obviously is for this bathroom here. Oh, look at that. Yeah, see, somebody's been covering up all the windows and stuff here, so someone was obviously squatting here for a while. Oh. And somebody cut their hair here. Looks like they cut their hair and their beard. That's kind of messed up. So they stole the something from the shower head, but none of the piping, which is weird. And you still have all the shampoo and everything left behind. Oh, here's the shaver that was probably used to shave all that hair that's in the sink or in the tub. And you got some nail polish and stuff like that. Interesting. Is this open? Nothing in it. Dollar Shave Club stuff. And I guess I gotta check this for Tommy, don't I? I don't know if I want to lift it. Oh, Tommy. He was here. The brown bomber was here. To go along with the retro wallpaper in this place, we got a pretty retro looking border. Some pretty crazy color in that. That might be more 70s than 80s. Look at the interesting, I guess this is wainscoting. It's a little higher than I would like to call it, but it's textured. It's cool looking. Didn't notice that. And there's stuff under the sink still? No, not really. Okay, so what's in here? Well, we got stuff left behind. We got more Turtle Beach stuff. This is going to be the Turtle Beach house, I think. You got some toiletries and toothpaste and whatnot left behind. First aid kit. It's empty. Oh, that's not open. Okay, we're not going to rip them all open. All right, so that's that bathroom. Pretty cool. It's pretty retro looking too. I'd say for the most part, this bathroom is stuck in the era of when the house was built. Okay, we're in Taylor Court. I'm assuming the person that lived in this room was Taylor. Maybe that was the boy in the pictures. Here's his empty closet. Oh, we got a stock ticker. That's interesting. So there's that's the Xbox One Fortnite edition. And you just got some leftover things. 10 great things dads do. If I think of my dad, I think there's more than 10 things that he's done that were great. Some of the old dressers left behind. That's cool. Autobot Jazz, some Transformers stuff, got some lullabies. Of course, there's the Xbox One. It's empty, don't worry. And we have some acrylic paint left behind too, which is cool. Flooring in here is a little bizarre. A lot of times I point out how the flooring is really nice hardwood floors, like the rest of the house out there. And here it looks like plywood that's been painted. That's a cool picture of an old car. What do we got in here? That doesn't want to open, it seems. I think it's just a closet. No, it's not going to open. Okay. Interestingly, this room has a bunch of different wallpaper too. You got this 80s looking flowery wallpaper. Then you got this stuff that looks really dated. That's 1952. Oh, it says eBay. Definitely not. But that is really old looking wallpaper. And the crazy thing is even behind that, there's older wallpaper. Gosh, how many of these places have we filmed now where you see 3 or 4 layers of wallpaper on top of each other? Again, same with this wall. Down here we've got kind of like packed up kid stuff. There's all sorts of stuff. It looks like garbage and other items. I'm not going to go digging through it. And there's some old DVDs and, you know, stuff to entertain a kid. And even this room had the original windows, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's leave this room and go see what's going on upstairs. Now, this is kind of cool. So upstairs had the half, I guess that's the half barn door, or whatever you call it. I guess that was to keep kids or pets from running upstairs. I'm not really sure. But nonetheless, it's kind of neat. These stairs look a little steep. Interesting carpet. That's an interesting railing too. That's very makeshift. Somebody just built that and put it up. Interesting. So as we go up here, you got kerosene. You got some kind of a little propane tank, which is odd. And again, we got flooring that's covered up with linoleum. And this is that really cool old barnwood that they've ruined and covered up with linoleum. And I have to point out, the railing is to my knee. Yeah, it's very strange seeing a railing that low. And at some point somebody cared about this place because they tried to stop whatever broke that hole in the ceiling. They tried to repair it. Let's go down this way. Really weird mismatching type of tiles selected for the floor here. I don't understand that. And over here, something totally different. These say January 7th, 2023. But I know nobody was living here then. I know that. Okay. Let's check it. Actually, let's check out this room first. The room with the pegboard floor. Oh, wow. Okay, this just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Look at that old crystal door handle. I know Kathy would love that. Really old school crystal hardware. And here we got all sorts of kids' movies. the VHSs, which shows you how old this stuff is. You got posters, screwdriver, brackets. Weird. Got an old fan. And here you've got just tons of DVDs. Wow. And there's a lot of kids stuff too. So obviously this is probably Taylor's stuff, if that is the kid's name. And of course, to no one's surprise, there's some Turtle Beach headphones. It's an interesting room. It's got that stucco texture on the wall, so you can tell this place was probably plaster. Definitely before drywall existed. That's a pretty old school vacuum cleaner. You got the remnants of someone's headboard there. What's this covering? Just so much weird stuff here, guys. That's an old TV. Holy mackerel. I didn't even realize that at first. Look at this old thing. That's like a late 90s TV. It has to be. My God. Okay, you got some gentleman there. Maybe that's the man that owned this house. You got a bunch of kid stuff back there. And another beautiful original window to this house. Oh, look. There's more Turtle Beach headphones. Now, I have to ask why there's pegboard on the floor. That's just really weird. Considering they've got these really cool old barnwood floors, I'm just not sure. So over here we got Nintendo Switch box. You got old Hot Wheels, someone's clothes, bed. I'm assuming this is where the mattress used to stay for the room. You got some old records here. Perry Como. My sister would like that. Crazy. Some books. Okay, we'll put that stuff aside. And here, okay, so this is like the attic storage. Oh, wow. All this stuff has just been shoved in here. You got House Bunny, you've got fan. Lots of Pampers and kids stuff. Wow. There's a ton of stuff in there, guys. It's a little cramped, though. I'm not going to go digging through it, unfortunately. Going down over here. You got a cool air rifle box. It's empty. Got an original Xbox. That's pretty cool. And that's obviously the door to the attic space there. That's pretty cool. And I like that window on the front of the house there. Right on. All right, well, let's see what's left of this place. We'll wrap this one up. This place ended up being a lot cooler than I thought it would. What we got over here? We got another bedroom. Before we go in there, I'm not sure why they've covered up the wall like this. Obviously somebody put a hole in there, but that's one of the weirdest repairs I've ever seen. And I mean, they even put foam in there, so like, I don't know. Okay, now this room is nuts. What do we got here? We got a serving tray for breakfast in bed. That's cool. You got some pillows. You got some old papers. And this area is kind of set up. So this is where someone's been hanging out, I think. Whoever's been squatting here, this is their hangout. So you got this wall unit here. I'll just kind of show you everything. I mean, that sauce is moldy, but it says best before 2024, so it's from this year. What book is that? Wow. Crazy. And over here, closet again. Everything's very makeshift and hastily thrown together. Look at all this insulation stuff. Yeah, so we got somebody's stuff up there. Some cleaning stuff, some Xbox One thumb pads. We got a propane cooker up there. So there you go. Someone's definitely been squatting and using theirs some more propane. They've been using the propane to cook, maybe for heating. And you can see there's a cigarette butt, there's candles. Somebody's definitely been hanging out up here. Well, that's from January of this year. Wow, it's pretty crazy. And even here, as I look at it, there's a little bit of padding, so somebody was probably sleeping there too. Yeah, that's pretty wild. You got sanitizing gel. And you got some Christmas stickers for presents. Christmas decoration up there. Someone's slippers and sandals are down there. Yeah, someone's definitely been hanging out up here. I'll just show you guys this wall. There's a lot of stuff written up here. I'm not going to read it all to you. But what I will do is pan it slowly and you can pause it and read it yourself. And I know John will. That's what John does. Okay. Enjoy. This is absolutely crazy. I'll have to read this later. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, that's pretty weird. All right, let's work our way to the basement. And that's going to wrap this one up, I think. There's Werner again.
Hello.
There he is. Make sure you go check him out, everybody. We're going to work our way down and we're going to be done.
Wow.
How do we get to the basement? I forget. I think it was over here. Yes. All right, so this is the entrance to the basement. It smells like kerosene, typical. Oh, wow. There's peanut butter down here. Oh, there's lots of stuff down here. Wow. Okay, well, we'll just kind of poke around and see what we see. You can see those wrenches have been there for a long time. Rusting away. Oh wow, that stuff is pretty moldy. These water cooler heaters are pretty ancient. Oh my gosh, look at the cobwebs. All the spider casings. Oh, this is so gross. Oh. That's an old mop. Yeah, you can see like there's a skid down here. It's just disintegrating. People left their clothes behind. That's a very old 70s washing machine, probably. And if we go this way, it's a pretty old Maytag dryer. Or sorry, that's the washing machine. Yeah, this is the dryer. My mistake. Sorry, guys. That's an 80s dryer. And that's an 80s Maytag. The crazy thing is they got a Kenmore dryer over here too. Actually, what the heck? You got 3 more over here. Oh, you hear those clothes? That's how soggy it is. There's actually water in this dryer, so you can see that at some point this place was fairly flooded. You got musical cards. Almost picked up the underwear. Yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff left behind. But this is kind of weird to me, guys. Why do you think they have so many dryers? Maybe this person repaired dryers for a living or something, because it's a lot of dryers to have in one basement. This is kind of crazy. Oh, look at this. Hey, that's an ancient old electrical panel. What's even more crazy is their sewage pipe. It's just kind of hanging freely and running the perimeter of the house till it goes out to the street over there. That's kind of nuts. Back here, there's a lot of junk. Take a look from this side over here. There's a sump pump that's not in the ground. That's a cool table saw. What's in the Rubbermaid? That's an old phone too. Yeah, everything down here has gotten water damage. 40-inch LCD TV. Red light reset once. What the heck is that? What is that thing, guys? Yeah, it's very wet down here. Very dingy. Oh, that's cool. So under the videotapes, they've got pool balls. You got an old hard drive there. Weird painting of some old dogs there. This is just crazy, random stuff. There's the oil tank beside some ancient chair. And if you look down here, you got all these tapes. This is just absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh. Blue Jays World Series Coca-Cola. Yeah, guys, this is absolutely crazy. I can't believe the state of the stuff down here. And again, look at that. Oh, that's gross. I wouldn't run through that for any amount of money. Okay, let's go check out this last spot over here. Yeah, I don't know what this thing is. Oh, it looks like a furnace blower. Yeah. Okay, so that's the bottom half of a furnace. So that might have been the original furnace that sat here. This one actually does look fairly new. I don't know if I see anything dating it, but it does look fairly new. And I guess that's the old one. They just took it out and left it. Over here we got an old, is that an old Dyson? It looks like it. It's kind of a cool workshop area. There's all sorts of random things left behind. And back here must be the cold room. All right. Oh yeah. Then we got some old hatchets down here. Old shaver. That's really about it. What a crazy place, guys. What a crazy place. Okay, everybody. that's all the time we got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this explore. I certainly enjoyed bringing this one to you. This place was pretty cool, especially for this wall here. This was pretty strange to see. I hope you guys agree with me, and if you do, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't, please make sure you hit that subscribe button there. Check out last week's video there. Check out the random video up there, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.